to get that back.
Sign it.
Yeah, sign the contract. But I want to take everything. I ain't leaving nothing. I want to take everything. Bro, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. And everybody that's cool with him, I mean, with him.
Tank, question for you. You're a proud father.
Gervonta Tank Davis has finally broken his silence, and he didn't hold back. After months of controversy, speculation, and a blockbuster fight falling apart, Tank has responded to Terence "Bud" Crawford with one of the most ruthless callouts boxing fans have heard in a long time. When Tank publicly said, "Sign the contract," it wasn't just talk. It poured gasoline on a feud that's been quietly building for years. And now, it feels unavoidable. Because right now, these two fighters are moving in completely opposite directions. Crawford is riding the highest wave imaginable, undisputed, undefeated, coming off a historic performance against Canelo Alvarez at 168, becoming a three-division undisputed champion, and holding meetings with Saudi power broker Turki Al-Sheikh about even bigger legacy fights ahead.
Mayweather or Crawford?
Crawford all day long.
Be surprised at how good Crawford was in there with Canelo.
I always said to everyone that Crawford is a fantastic fighter, skill, movement, he has everything that it takes to become the best, and there's no one there to touch him in this game. So when the Canelo fight was announced with Crawford, I said to everyone that Crawford's gonna win. People looked at me like, "Are you sure? Like, is he big enough?" I go, "Trust me, Crawford is big enough, he's strong enough, and he can beat Canelo." And guess what? He went there and did it.
Tank Davis, on the other hand, is coming off arguably the most difficult stretch of his career. A highly debated draw against Lamont Roach, a scrapped Jake Paul event due to legal issues, long stretches of silence, and non-stop criticism about where his legacy is headed.
Tank Davis is not the face of boxing because he doesn't fight often. He fights once a year. And he's probably one of the best talents in the world. I love Tank Davis. I love watching him fight. I love when he goes in the ring and just demonstrates power and speed and he doesn't give a shit. I love that. But he has to fight more often. We want to see Tank fight 3-4 times a year. Tank Davis, I dare you to break my record. 5 world title fights in 1 year. Let's go.
You think he's lost?
So why is Tank suddenly firing shots at the pound-for-pound king? To understand that, you have to rewind to where this tension really began. Because Tank and Crawford have been side-eyeing each other for years, trading subtle jabs online long before anyone seriously thought they'd ever share a ring.
Gervonta Davis say you need the money.
Shit.
What's going on with you and Gervonta?
If I'm a boxer, he a boxer, you a boxer, we all need the money.
I ain't doing it for free.
Thank you.
What if Gervonta said, "Hey, I'll come up to 154. I'll come up to 154 while you talking."
Oh man.
You go to you'll fight Gervonta at 154?
I wish him the best. That's all I'm saying.
Why do they come? Is it because they feel they need to come for the guy that seems like he's on the top right now? And right now, you're the guy on the top, so everybody's taking Ryan Garcia.
The most recent spark came from a simple Crawford post. He wrote, "I see somebody mad they wasn't invited to the Ring magazine gala." No names were mentioned. None were needed. Tank reacted immediately. From there, things spiraled fast. Tank fired back by flexing his earnings, saying he still makes more money. Crawford answered with a brutally calm response that cut deeper than any insult. He basically said the first thing a foolish rich man says to another rich man is, "I've got more money than you," then went on to list investments, financial freedom, and not owing anyone a dime. That response hit hard. Tank grew emotional and shifted the focus to Crawford's career, accusing Bud of chasing checks instead of greatness. He claimed Crawford only fights elite opponents when he's forced to. Then Tank crossed a serious line, bringing Crawford's wife into the conversation with a tweet so disrespectful it was deleted almost instantly. But it was too late. Screenshots spread. Fans saw it. Media saw it. And Crawford definitely saw it. Bud didn't ignore it.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
At that point, this was no longer playful trash talk. It became personal. Crawford has always preferred to settle issues inside the ropes. Tank has always been comfortable turning things up outside the ring. And now the entire boxing world is asking the same thing. Are we actually heading toward a Crawford versus Davis super fight? Before answering that, you have to look at where each man stands today. Crawford is untouchable. He dismantled Spence. He handled Madrimov. He beat Canelo. He's undefeated. He's ruled 3 divisions. And he has options everywhere: 154, 160, 168, maybe even 175 if legacy matters more than comfort.
Who you think's better out of those two? Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Everyone wants a piece of him. Saudi Arabia wants to build events around him. Turkey Al-Sheikh treats Crawford like a once-in-a-generation superstar.
Crawford and Canelo, I'm pretty sure.
Shakur and Tank?
That would be dope. But if Tank was not so cocky to be on a Terence Crawford undercard, that would be dope. But I don't see Tank taking a backseat to no fighting.
Tank, meanwhile, is battling to regain control of the narrative. The draw with Roach damaged his momentum. The controversial knee moment, one many felt should have been ruled a knockdown, left fans questioning his decision-making. Even Crawford weighed in publicly. On Club Shay Shay, Bud said Roach deserved the win. He called Tank overconfident. He said Tank didn't respect his opponent. That alone was enough to bruise Tank's ego. Then the Jake Paul cancellation made everything worse.
Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, they just announced the fight. What's your instant reaction to that?
I don't know what's going to happen with a 135-pounder going up against a 200-pounder. I think it's not a real fight. Jake just too big. Tank ain't gonna be able to get in from that jab. Jake land one good punch on Tank, it's over with.
Tank needed a redemption moment. Instead, he found himself in headlines about lawsuits and failed events. While Tank insists the fight was cancelled by Paul for unrelated reasons, the damage was already done. His name wasn't being discussed for dominance or brilliance, it was attached to chaos. So what does a fighter do when their image starts slipping? They aim for the biggest possible fight. The toughest challenge. The loudest comeback story. And right now, no name in boxing is bigger than Terence Crawford. But here's the twist, Tank didn't throw the first punch. Crawford did, quietly but sharply. He joked about Tank missing the gala. He laughed at Tank's reactions. He questioned Tank's resume. He questioned the competition. And then he landed the most painful jab of all, telling Tank he definitely isn't making more money and asking who he's really been fighting. That line hurt worse than anything Roach landed, because deep down, Tank knows it's true. Crawford is fighting Canelo. Crawford is making history. Crawford is headlining global megacards. Crawford is peaking, and Tank isn't.
It's wild, because like if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, yeah, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Oh, yes.
That makes a difference to people.
Who do you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, it's, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
That's where this entire story turns. Put yourself in Tank's shoes. You were the knockout star. The pay-per-view attraction. The guy headlining Atlanta and Vegas with celebrities ringside. You were supposed to be the future. Then real life hits. The sport moves on. The pound-for-pound lists shift. The fans look elsewhere. That's why Tank snapped, because for the first time in his career, he's the one being talked down to.
Is that where we stand right now with Canelo Crawford? Yeah. Is that where we stand with Canelo Crawford? Because you're saying just because both are great, everybody wants to face each other. So is that where we're at right now with Canelo Crawford?
No. Crawford needs the money.
Crawford needs the money?
Yeah, he needs the money.
You think he had a chance to win?
But,
and another thing, bro, I don't be wanting to, how these guys is, then he get hurt against,
Madrimov?
who?
There you talk about Crawford got touched by Madrimov? Is that what you're saying?
No, you got clipped by Gamboa, right?
Yeah,
right? What the fuck
Or Kavalaski?
he's looking this strong over the past year, these years. He ain't been getting clipped or nothing. So now, that's that snack shit. I'm telling you. Y'all laugh, I'm telling you. And that guy that a part of it, he been caught before. He went to jail for it.
So when Crawford issued what felt like a warning, implying Tank couldn't survive at his level, that his relevance was fading, that his money won't last, Tank did what he always does. He went all in. He fired back publicly. He said he signed the contract. He said it with anger. He said it knowing Bud would see it. And he said it knowing fans would explode. But here's the truth most people avoid. Crawford versus Tank is nearly impossible right now. The size gap is enormous. Crawford is fighting at 168. Tank struggles to make 135 and looks small even at 140. Crawford just faced Canelo. Tank is dealing with Roach, Cruz, and possible legal hurdles.
Tank Davis, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
He did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
Hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Just get your that's it, basically. Just shit, you don't hit women, man.
Because drama sells. Rivalries sell. And this beef is hotter than anything boxing has seen in years. So here's the real question, not who wins, not what weight it happens at. Do you honestly believe Gervonta Davis wants this smoke? Or is he playing with fire he knows he can't survive? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This rivalry isn't going anywhere. And if both men keep talking like this, 2026 could deliver one of the wildest matchups in boxing history. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.